Hey yo. Welcome to the Run of Play podcast, where we discuss everything football, especially the EPL. Unfortunately, today we only have two of the hosts. Some people are running away. I'm guessing they don't want to finally admit the truth or the reality that is about to happen. But nonetheless, we are here. I have Jude with me. Jude, how you doing?
Uh, in between. Happy to have won, but not happy to be seeing someone smiling.
Okay.
Like I say.
I,
But we have hopes.
but I would like to dig deep. Why don't you want to see somebody smiling? Because correct me if I'm wrong. From the beginning of season, I guess you predicted Arsenal to win the league, so you should be happy seeing me happy. So why are you not
No,
happy?
the noise is too much. This is why the Lord has not given you league since how many years? Because the noise is too much.
But the truth about the noise has to be more because I'm going to be champion. So the noise has to be champions cannot keep quiet. We have to.
Are you 100% certain that you're going to be champions? How confident are you?
I'm 105% confident.
105.
Yes. So
This is
let us
mad.
let us start. Let us start. This weekend, Arsenal had a beautiful and tough game against Everton. It was very dicey. I think when we had this stretch of games, I was like, oh, Tottenham, Chelsea, Brighton, Everton. I was like, the two toughest games in that lineup was Brighton and Everton. And fun enough, they turned out to be the two toughest games because they were the two games that Arsenal really like. They put on Arsenal under some kind of pressure, or like the other first two games. And then Man City did the Lord's work. They drew their game. So for you, how do you analyze the league title? Is Man City bottling the title or Arsenal just doing the Lord's work and winning the title?
I think Pep has answered you. Pep says there's still time. uh, he said he first of all said that if he doesn't get anything other than a win against West Ham, right, that the
Yes.
title is gone. Then they asked him again after. He said that there's still time or something. So for me, it's only a miracle at this point that will happen. It might just be destiny happening that you are going to bottle it again. So that's all we are relying on right now.
But that's what I'm saying. That's you guys are just hoping. That's my point. You guys are hoping. There's no assurance. You guys don't have any assurance. It's more of hope than
We can't have
reality.
assurance because the team that is directly behind you or the teams that were seriously behind you, they've all for some reason lost form. We know that you're going to drop points, but the problem is there's no team able to capitalize on it. So I think the only dream now that we have is you shooting yourself in the foot, which is what we said the last time. We hope that you shoot yourself in the foot. There's still more games. This is just March. You probably have one game this month left,
No, we
and
don't have any no Premier League
you
game
have a
again
game.
this month.
So you
In
have
April,
April and
the
May.
second week in April.
So hopefully, Bayer Leverkusen would not knock you out so that you become more busy and your legs will be tied because that game against Everton. But I already knew that it was you guys would narrowly win because of how Everton plays. One, two, because it's your home, you'll find a way to win. That's the thing. But I didn't expect City. I knew it was a tough one City will face, but I didn't expect them to just go there and throw away. Like,
I
hopefully
mean,
it
but
plays out.
West Ham is fighting relegation.
But at the same time, City is City. Like, if you play West Ham now, you still beat West Ham.
You
Forget
see,
the
you see, that's the notion you guys should change. City is no longer City. You are still judging City based on 3 years ago. Judge
we're
City.
judging based on the man
Remove
that is in
remove
charge.
your lens of two
The man
two
that is
years
in
ago,
charge.
3 years
The man that
ago.
is in charge. That's what
Use the city of this season and last season.
I'm using the man that is in charge. It's the same way we are using the man that is in charge to believe that something might still happen to this league. That's what we're doing. So that's where I stand. Uh, do you think what I will ask you is like, what do you feel about Ateta? So if he wins, do you think he should? Do you think you would judge him just based on just? I know you kept it to just winning the league. Do you think you judge him now based on just winning the league, or do you now want to go for more with the evidence that you have on the ground now?
Obviously, I'll be lying if I say I don't want more than one trophy. I'll be lying to you.
So would you classify him as a job well done if he wins only one trophy, or would you not increase the goal for him?
Job. If the one trophy is Premier League title,
Yeah,
excellent season for me.
for you.
Excellent, because that
Considering your investment, your squad,
right
and
from
all
right from
fronts.
the beginning of the season, the one title I wanted, my target was the Premier League title. Every other trophy was a bonus, and to me, it's still a bonus. Though, like I said, any other trophy coming hand in hand, I wouldn't be against that. Like for instance, we're playing this weekend against Man City in the final. Obviously, I want to win it, and I believe Arsenal will win it. But my main goal beginning of season was to win the league, and it's looking likely that I'm going to win the league, which I know I'm winning the league. So if he goes on here to win only the league, to me, he still had an excellent season as far as I'm concerned. I'll be disappointed we didn't win more than the Premier League, but at the same time, he has done what I wanted him to do, so I'll be happy.
For me, based on the squad that you have, I already predicted that you win the league. I still anticipate him to
I mean,
win.
I
I
know
still
he
anticipate
predicted,
him
I
to
know he
win.
predicted us to win the league, but it was more of a bad belly. Let me
No,
use
it's
that
not
word.
bad Bele. No, 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 no. It wasn't bad Bele. I did it based on how the squad was and the changes I saw, right? Like you needed a striker, you went for a striker, which is not unlike Arsenal. The Arsenal you know before, you need a striker, they'll go and buy a defender. You need a defender, they'll go and buy a winger. Like that Arsenal was a different Arsenal now. They bought a striker, bought the defenders, and also bought what's the name? Eze. So that Eze cemented it. Even without Eze, I was already predicting because when you
But
look at
City also bought
Man
players. City
City,
also
Man
bought
City
players.
against Wolves, when I looked at the game, I was like, it doesn't gel the way they were playing. I think that was their first game of the season, right? Was it Wolves?
Yeah, it was
Oh,
Wolves.
they played 4-0 or something like that, or 3-0. It was their first game. I was like, it didn't gel to me because Wolves had like not clear chances, but chances to beat the defense and then take on. But Wolves wasn't as organized as they are currently. If they were in this form, they'll probably beat Man City or drag with Man City those points, just like they did with Liverpool. So that's where I was. And Amorim wasn't giving me hope. The I told you the things that he bought compared to the system he wanted to play didn't match in my eyes at that moment. Then who else? Liverpool was shaky.
I mean, Liverpool. No. Beginning of season, when everybody saw what Liverpool signed, Liverpool were
I
team
didn't
for the
believe I didn't believe that they would
let's
retain the
not
title.
let us
No,
not form
I didn't believe that they would retain the title
a
on that premise.
intelligence after the fact. When,
No, I
when
didn't
we
believe
saw
that they would retain
Liverpool's
the
window,
title until
95% of people tipped Liverpool to win the league with
they
their
were
window.
winning. Was it not 1-0, 3-2,
No,
2-1?
I'm maybe talking before they've even started the league. I'm talking on
I didn't even predict them to win the league. That's the annoying
based
thing.
on the
So I'm just
transfer
giving you based
window
on my
when
prediction. I didn't
we
see
got
them
Isaac
winning the league.
Eketike, Vets.
So
Everybody was
that's where their problem was. So I feel like for me, those factors came. Chelsea, I didn't take them serious. So
nobody took Chelsea serious. Yes, we know.
coming into play, those are the factors that I looked at. Chelsea did not buy the defense that they needed. They did not buy a good striker. They just had that average striker, the lap in there, and they are managing the guy from Brighton. So those are factors that I looked and said, okay, this is a good season for Arsenal to win the league. Then I said, Man, you will eventually make the Champions League. But I didn't expect them to go this far. But thank God it was under Amorim that I predicted. So things changed. That's why my prediction changed. But there's still hope that most likely Man U will come second. That's what I
Oh,
feel.
maybe you are going for second now. No, no, not
If
even.
City does not win the league, we are going to win second. That's my own prediction. So that's my own. If you don't win the league, we are going to go second. If you win the league, then most likely.
So are you finally admitting that Arsenal is going to win the league? Did I hear that in
It's a
your?
prediction. I
It's, I,
cannot admit
I,
until
I know it's difficult. It's difficult. That's the reason why another of our hosts ran away because he's trying to deflect from the reality on ground. The reality the truth is about to become a reality that Arsenal is going to win the league. So he's here to come into the
you know,
agreement of the fact that Arsenal is going to win the
he
league. So I
wants me
understand why
to
he's
win the
running away.
title.
So I want you to say it. I know the truth about it that you will still end up saying it. So why not just say it on time so that you be correct early? Just come out and say, Arsenal are going to win the league. And then, you know,
But it will
and
be
for you to be hoping, dying, praying to God for something that will not happen. Because basically, driver fans right now, what you guys are just doing is copium. That's where I see it. You guys know deep down that even the city you're hoping for is not good enough. Like, even if Arsenal drop points, the city you're hoping to get the points are not good enough to usurp Arsenal. That's what's the truth about it. So, but now you guys are just hoping that first one magic will just happen and City will just go. That's It's not happening. City is not going on any run. That's not the pure truth. City is not going on any mad run. So the earlier you guys accept reality, the better you guys will come to the. When you accept something early, when it happens down the line, you'll be too surprised. So just accept it. Anyways, let's talk about Man City. Like Man City were supposed to be the people that were supposed to chase down Arsenal. I remember a couple of weeks ago, it was 2 points behind Arsenal, and everybody was like, "Oh, Arsenal have bottled the league. City are going to go on a run now." And then in the space of 1 week, Arsenal have increased that point to literally like now it's 9 points. In the space of 1 week, we're 9 points above City right now as
the
we speak.
nine you dropped and then went back to nine.
So what's happening in City? What do you think is their problem? Is it that they're not as good as before, or Arsenal is just too good for them? That's not the truth.
Mm. Yeah, it's just too good for them. That you can phrase rubbish.
I mean, you're chasing
They're
Arsenal
just,
now. The person you're chasing
just
is not dropping.
they are just a better defensive team this season. That's the only thing I will give you. And that's planning from Ateta's tactics of like maybe 2, 3 seasons ago that he started becoming more defensive. That's what is helping you. So I feel like the problem with City is that defensive formation or construct when they are defending is too bad. Like
Even with Gehi, the best defender in the Premier League, even with
it was
Gehi,
it was disgraced last week. So
even Gehi, Ruben Diaz,
it's not about having those players because
Donnarumma, the
I feel
best
like
the best goalie in the
when
world.
when City was City, you had the midfielders coming back to also mark help build up the pressure on the opposing team's attack and help displace them from the ball. But now you don't kind of see that pressure anymore. You understand? So that's where the problem is. And then Haaland not being able to fire for the past few games as much as he normally does.
And you see how the media works. Haaland has been going under the radar now. If it were your correct now, you would have been hearing the agenda.
Because you are the ones that are leading now. That's why.
No, even before that, if Gyökeres has always been in the fire.
If because they know he can deliver. Well, Gyökeres has not proven to us who he is.
You
So
know
they
he
know
can deliver. Why
Alan
is he
is
not, why is he
either
not
going
delivering? And people are busy blaming Semenyo, but people forget that even before Semenyo came in, he has been on that good route.
because he's blank now. He was scoring before. The thing is, like somebody scores every week, and then all of a sudden you probably not be monitoring whether he scores anymore. You just know he's on the list and they are winning. Now that they are not winning, you don't really pay attention or take record. But when somebody
I
scores
understand. Agenda
only
must
when,
agenda. I understand.
when somebody scores only people like Leeds, and then against big teams he doesn't score, so he
Yeah.
have to question
But
the
it's Tottenham not a big team. It's Chelsea not a big team.
who are they? Who,
They are
where are
part
they?
of the big six. They are part of the big six.
They are lucky to be part of the BCs.
So
At the moment, they are lucky. When Maresca was there, did you score him?
it doesn't matter. I see Chelsea. We
Is
didn't play them under Maresca. He was injured when we played Chelsea.
that's what I'm saying. Now, so now he's playing a coach that only loves to attack, that doesn't know how to defend. That's why he can score. There's open net. So I just feel. is just the main problem with City. There's nothing much. They have to work on either getting a better defensive midfielder to partner with, to either be replacing Rodri or partner with Rodri in that midfield.
But they have, that's what I'm saying. This is the thing. People are giving Man City a lot of pass. People forget that last January, exactly this time last year, Man City spent almost 200 or something million. They bought Nico Gonzalez, they bought Mamouche, they bought Kuzinov, that defender, and they bought Vitorius, 4 players. Now that's one. And then in the summer, they bought Cherky, they bought Reinders, they
Defenders.
bought who did they buy again? I Nori,
Yeah.
they bought Trafford, and then this January again, just 2 months ago, they bought Gehi and
Yeah.
Semeno, two of the best, you can say top 5 or top 6 players in the league.
Well, they can't do everything now.
So I don't understand this whole.
They are yet to blend as a team. Give them another season.
Arsenal too. The same reason you're giving. You're talking about
Arsenal,
Arsenal.
you started this
Arsenal
from the
bought.
beginning
We
now.
bought all those guys you mentioned. The
That's what I'm
guys you
saying.
mentioned.
You bought all of them from the beginning, so they are just entering. If
Yeah,
they
but
have
I'm saying,
Semenyo, if they have
apart from Semenyo and Gehi, the other players have been there longer.
those ones, how will you rate those ones high? Those are just players. They wanted to
That's
copy
what I'm
the
saying.
Arsenal.
Agenda must
The
agenda.
problem is that
Because it's now Arsenal.
they wanted to copy the Arsenal system, and let's buy people that are not known, but
I
they are
understand. I
okay.
understand. Agenda
Then
must
they
agenda.
bought
I
the wrong
understand.
guys. That's the thing.
I understand.
That's what I feel about them.
You guys are just giving the media just turns a blind eye to Man City. That's what I know. They turn a blind eye to Man City even when they see the writing on the wall. But it's okay. At the end of the season, we'll defeat them. So let's talk about the other pretenders in Manchester, the people that were red. I thought they were going to win the league. Some dreamers were saying United were going to win the league. All it takes is Arsenal to lose 10 games. Some said Man City to lose
Yeah.
7,
Do you know
and they,
this?
and, they, and, they, and they win the league. Some people, one of our deleted hosts said Manchester United is the title race to win the league, and I was laughing at him.
I don't understand. Are we not in the
Title,
title for
title
the week?
race holders will losing to 10 men Newcastle. Is that possible? How does that
We
work?
just let it happen now.
So United had a wonderful weekend. They played Aston Villa, their fellow contenders for the top 4, which is what they're fighting for.
Who's your
And they beat Villa. Though I
I'm
didn't
not
watch the game,
fighting
but
for I'm not fighting for top four again.
it sounds as if it was a convincing victory for United. So how did you see the game against Aston Villa?
Overall, it was sweet. Aside from the goal we considered, it was sweet. I just feel like I won't blame it on the poor form of Aston Villa. I think we also played better. We had more. I was feeling more of the Bruno Casemiro effect there. Forget the goals, but they were pressing and pushing up the ball as fast as possible. And big thumbs up to Carrick for inspiring the team to get to play like this. I don't know if you'll get the job, but it's a 50-50 for me.
Are you praying he gets it? Let me be asking. Are you praying he gets the job? Because I want him to get the
It's
job.
dicey. It's
Me, I want him to
dicey.
get the job because
Oh,
I want him to show people that all this guys
no,
is
it's
only for
dicey because now we're only playing one game a week or
exactly
one game in 2 weeks
in 2 weeks,
sometimes.
3 weeks.
So you don't know how it's going to be when you're playing multiple teams, having to do other jobs like managing players, managing other stuff. Because now he's just caretaker, he just only deals with the games. So he could be more than that when he assumes the role. For me, I feel like if we can steal any great manager between Enrique, Tuchel, if we can
Tuchel
steal
ain't coming.
them,
Just forget Tuchel. Tuchel
that's
signed
what
a
I'm
new
saying. Are
contract with
you?
England.
Yeah.
He extended his contract with England, so forget Tuchel.
I don't think he will even come. That's the problem. He'll probably be more complacent in that England position. And the
Just
squad
extended
England
his.
has England has a brighter and better squad, so he probably want to stay there for as long as possible. The only hope is that the guy at PSG, boy, I think it's going to be difficult because by the end of the season, I only see him leaving if he wins the Champions League. He might want to come to. I know he wants to come to England, but I don't know if he will leave now or if he will just wait for Pep to leave and inherit Man City. That would be a much better spot than inheriting Manchester United. But I feel like him being at Manchester United will give me that thrill of having an enterprising manager that can tweak things and improve on our youth, our development, the football development of some players. Like I can't mention, I don't want to mention names. I've mentioned names before, but you keep supporting them. So
I'm not supporting.
that's
I'm just stating the obvious that there's something they're
what I
doing.
feel.
Because some
But
managers pick them.
if it's going to cost much, way much than what it should, then we can probably manage Carrick and keep moving with Carrick and see how he can perform next season. They just have to probably still buy players for him because now that Casemiro is leaving, that leaves a huge gap in that midfield. They really need to spend the money. I
I
don't
mean,
know.
we have these guys for you. You can come
No,
and take.
no, I don't need him. Keep him.
We
Give
have
him.
a very nice footballer, Odegaard.
Keep him. We don't need him. Bruno is there.
A
We don't
whole
need him.
people.
Bruno is way better. 16 assists. Are you okay? We don't need him.
Sitting as leading to what? To third.
Leading for relegation to
See,
top three is a greater achievement than
eh?
somebody from relegation to top three.
Okay.
It's a greater achievement
That
than your
that what? Say
title.
it now. To get that
Than
achievement
your
and winning the
title,
league, right?
than your 2-1. It's nothing
That okay.
after 7 years in
That is even the hardest job. That is
after
the
7
hardest
years.
job.
No,
That jump making from
no.
second to first is the hardest
You
job.
can ask Tottenham how they feel.
It's easier to
It's
move
not about
from.
winning the league. It's about getting to the place where you can win it.
Okay.
It's not easy. They say
Everybody knows
when you
it takes
fail
a
is
mental,
when
takes
you fail it's
mental
hard to
strength and
come back.
fortitude
But
to
if you
get over
come
that
back,
level.
you'll be more determined. So we are not determined. We wish there were more games would have taken over. If Carrick have started since, we would have taken over. At least we would have seen one trophy safe. Just forget. Next
Okay.
season,
That's
you
why I'm
hear from
praying
us.
he takes it this thing.
You hear
Hopefully, I
from
want
us.
you to take the job fully next year. That's my prayer.
So at least something that is sure about him taking that job is Arsenal at 6 points. We are going to collect 6 points. That's what is sure. There's
Okay.
no way. There's
You
no
can
way.
take this. You can take the 6 points. I take the trophy at the end
You
of the
can't
season.
take
That's
the
fine.
trophy. You can't. It's going to be hard because I don't see your board buying the right players for him anymore. I feel like they
Yes,
won't
once
manage.
Ateta wins this league now, we are
They
going
won't
to sell
spend
more
that
players.
much.
Watch,
They won't
watch.
spend that much. I'm telling you.
Okay, you see it now.
I'm telling you.
We are already talking about.
Your dominance will not
I
work.
even see my list. Tonali.
Your
Hey,
dominance will not work.
don't pray. I don't get Tonali in my team.
Your
It's over.
dominance will still not work. I don't know where
Just
he
forget
wants to
it.
play. How do you want to play
If I get
Tonali?
Tonali, the league is done.
How do you want to play Tonali? You
Tonali
have
and
the
Rice in
right.
middle now.
You can't. You lose Vivendi.
I'll push Remy to the 8th.
8. Where will you keep Eze?
Left on the left.
Left. What's the name? Martinelli and Trossard will do what?
Bench. I will sell one of them. No time for passengers again. We are going for back to back. I trust my manager. His mind now is going back to back.
Help us. Keeps Vivendi on his team so that he can help us play some back passes and we can capitalize on back passes. Okay.
No problem. So where do you think United is going to finish?
It depends on where you finish.
I'm finishing first. Now, what do you mean?
If you finish first, United will finish second.
So you're predicting that Man City is going to drop up further.
Yeah. United will finish second. If you finish second, United will finish third.
So anyways, below me, anyhow, below me. So one thing is certain. You're going to feel below us.
It's only a miracle. It's only a miracle that will make us to finish above you. That is only a miracle. And that miracle is the same thing that will make you to lose the league. So whichever one the miracle can do, I'm okay with it.
That miracle is not happening this season. Just forget it. So I wanted to ask you a question. I was seeing, I don't know whether you've seen it. The league table after since Michael Carrick took over, I think United are top with 22 points. I think Arsenal are second with 21 points, and then City is third with 18, I think. And I think the fourth is either Bournemouth or
should be Brentford
or Brentford, one of them. I'm not sure. But like, does that? Are you one of the people that believed, or people from the school of thought that believe that if Carrick was here from the onset, United would have been maybe who knows, maybe topping the league or close to
I'm not going
contest
to.
contention for the league. So are you one of those people that
I'm
say
not
that?
going to. I'm not going to fall into your trap. What I'm going to tell you is that let them just give him new contract. When they give him the contract, we'll see the school of thought that
No,
race.
I just want to know because that's the
But
whole
the
rumor going
stats
on.
tells you what you need to know, which is he would have won the league. That's simple and short. And they would have sacked Ateta by the end of this season. So he's lucky to have had the Amorim.
So in your mind now, the only reason why Mayu is where they are is because Carey didn't get a job on
Because
at the beginning of season. Because if you had gotten, so I say if you got it from the beginning of season, United would have been close to the league
because
table.
me,
Top.
I feel that's one. Amorim didn't have an adaptive formation, especially for smaller teams. That's why. And we lost the points we lost. If we had added those points from advantage win positions, we'll probably be contending with you at the moment. So that's what I just feel.
So which is why I'm praying that he gets the job full time. Because when he gets the job full time now, they won't be like, oh, if he got it late, that's the
No,
excuse. The
6 points.
excuse,
Six points.
will,
6 points is sure.
the excuses will be there. So
They should they should try
I'm
just
hoping
buy
he gets.
players. They should buy players for him so that we will know if we can do another
Oh,
8-2.
they're
Like
definitely going to buy him players. Let's Bayern is definitely going to buy players because I'm very sure they're going to make champions, so there's going to be
they'll
money.
probably buy because
So you
Casemiro is
guys are going to
Casemiro
have
not
money.
even does that. Casemiro is going.
So
So they will really have
probably
to buy
your
players.
ball is
Whether
not
we make Champions League or not, they will still have to buy a midfielder.
so
That's the
let's move on to the other
top four
guys that are
contenders.
supposed to be chasing for the
Manchester
Champions League
United.
spot. Chelsea, Liverpool, and Aston Villa. At the moment, three of them are I don't know what's wrong with three of them. They seem to be like up and down. One week they are winning, one other week they're losing. As for Aston Villa right now, I think Aston Villa is on the worst run of form. I think they've lost their last three matches with huge scoreline. They've lost 2-0, 4-1, and then 3-1 to United. So, but they're just lucky because they built up a lot of points. So I think they're still 3 points ahead of Liverpool, who is fifth,
Can't blame them now. They met a better team.
and then 3 points ahead of 2 points ahead of Liverpool, and then 3 points ahead of Chelsea in sixth. So out of these three teams, because I'm guessing you think United will come there. Who do you think is going to make the Champions League, the remaining two spots for Champions League? I'm still sticking with Villa and Liverpool because I think Chelsea's fixtures are too tough for them to make it.
I'm
But I
probably
might be wrong, so I don't know.
I'm trying to see something. Just hold on. Let me see if I do this. Good. Aston Villa has Liverpool. They have Man City. They have Tottenham. They kind of have tough fixtures. So they have Fulham. They have Sunderland.
Yeah, but Liverpool is at
And
Villa
Forest.
Park and Tottenham is at Villa Park.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like Liverpool probably come in. My prediction, looking at, I don't think Chelsea or I want to lean towards another school of thought. Chelsea or what's their name or Villa would not qualify. I think Brentford would make it.
Wow.
That's what I want to lean towards. Based on their form, I think they will make it.
Wouldn't that be something the Brentford can make the Champions League?
I don't trust the manager at Chelsea and the players of Chelsea at the moment. They might want to. The closest that could sneak in is Chelsea. That's what I will lean. That's what I would normally want to lean in. But I think they are more defensively porous at the moment, or they are lacking. They kind of switch off in the game now. Maybe towards the middle or towards the end, they kind of switch off and forget what they're doing, or maybe after substitution they just forget and concede goals. Like look at their last few games; they've just been conceding goals that I don't understand why they were playing high line and the person ran above. Like that's all the things that you just need to see and be like, oh, what's going on in Chelsea? The same thing with the Champions League game, the same thing with the game before that. So I feel like, and considering their fixtures, they also have some tough fixtures. Aston Villa has more tough fixtures. Looking at it too, Tottenham will be fighting for relegation. Man City will need the point to secure second or something, and is at Etihad. Is the last game. Liverpool will need the point because they are fighting for top four. Uh, Most likely, I can either end in a draw or the other team will win. That's what I'm looking at. So if you lose 4 or 5 of the next 8 games, you're more likely not going to qualify for the Champions League. Chelsea, on the other hand, also has top fixtures. So I think Brentford might narrowly scale through if they
So
really.
you're saying Brentford and who?
No, Brentford and Liverpool. That's what I'm giving this part. I don't
Okay.
trust Chelsea enough to give them. That's the problem. I don't know if the only way I see Chelsea overturning it is maybe if they leave the Champions League this week, they might wake up and start focusing more on the league. So that's why I would give it to Chelsea. But the point gap is not that much. The point gap is like maybe if Wolves win today is like 1 point behind Chelsea and 2 points behind Liverpool. So it's very, very narrow. Brentford has Man U, which Man U by then would have probably certified themselves where they want to be. So
Well,
that's
speaking of the Champions League, this week is a very, very, how will I put it, important week for the English team, because last week was not a good week for England at all. Out of the 6 teams that qualified for the Champions League
all of
knockout
that.
phase,
All of that going.
not one of them won their ties. Or in fact, it was 4 losses and 2 draws.
All of them are going home.
So now this week now is important because the fate of England lies in the hands of the 6 teams yet again. So out of the 6 teams, I want you honest and truthful.
All, all of all
Honest
of
and
you,
truthful. Remove your bias.
all of you should come home.
What English teams do you think are going to make it through to the quarterfinals of Champions League?
All of you should come home. You've disgraced us enough. We don't need much any more disgrace. Embarrassment is too much.
That is
I-
not the Onion's opinion. He said, which of them do you believe is going to make
the
England
only
proud?
thing that has the fear factor is Arsenal. To me, that's the only team that has that fear factor of big squad. But I feel like if Leverkusen comes out and play you the way they
That's why
play,
I'll beat them.
no,
If
if
they
they
come
come
out
out
and play
and
me, I'll
play,
beat
if
them.
they play the way they played at home, they will probably. I see them more playing a draw. That's where the problem is. I see more of a draw than a draw, a slight victory to Arsenal. That's what will happen in full time. Liverpool, I still believe that Galatasaray will beat them, will knock them out. I don't know why, but I have this feeling in my head that Galatasaray will beat them. Tottenham, I don't think they will return. So I think they will even beat Tottenham at home. So let's forget about Tottenham. Newcastle is going to Camp Nou. It's going to be really tough playing there. They will have to be ready to snatch a goal and defend their life for 90 minutes.
I
It's
don't see a
doable.
scenario. I don't see a
But
scenario where Barca doesn't score at home.
that's the problem. It's going to be very difficult because the way Barca plays at home with the wideness of their pitch is something else. And I don't think Newcastle is built up for that struggle, that war. Literally won't. They have young energy to run, ragged, like disturb. That's good. Where they can probably catch Barca is on that Highland trap. If they can find a way to beat that Highland trap, they probably might win that tie and crossover. And but they have to be so disciplined for 90 minutes, like no, be on their toes, like working themselves out for that 90 minutes to deserve the win. Baka will make them work for it, that's for sure. Then who else? Man City is going to be tough. They might win the game at Etihad, but they will most likely not go through. Not they won't go through because I don't see them not conceding. without like scoring and not conceding. So that's what I'll predict for them. Then who is left? Who is the system?
Chelsea.
Definitely, same thing. Depending on the Chelsea that comes, they might win, but it's going to be like a 2-1. I feel like uh, PSG might be more conservative. They'll just come and defend, and it will just end a 1-0 or 2-1 kind of game. And Chelsea will get the respect that they won at home and go. But depends on the Chelsea, because if the Chelsea that normally switches off, she switch off, then they will consider what is not good on a score line for aggregate. That's what I just feel for Chelsea.
So based on all you said now, I only thing I heard was that Arsenal is the only team that is going through.
Arsenal is the only thing that has that fear factor that they will get through. For me,
I disagree with you.
I know
I see two English teams, actually three.
you, I mean, I see it more on the Newcastle side than Liverpool. I don't know why you see Liverpool.
I see Liverpool, Arsenal, and I agree with you in Newcastle. But the problem Newcastle is going to have is that it's the same problem they had in the first leg, which is, are you able to be smart enough to take your chances? Because Newcastle had chances in the first leg. The problem is that Elanga was not smart and bright enough to release the ball on time and make smart decisions. That was why they couldn't beat Barca in the first leg. And that's my problem. That's the same problem I'm going to face in the second leg, because the way Barca plays, Barca is going to give you chances, lots of chances to play.
Yep.
So now it depends on you as a team. Are you bold and are you big enough? Are you strong enough to take those chances? And Newcastle can, then they have a chance. But I'm just going to tilt my prediction towards Barcelona because they're home. But I think Liverpool and Chelsea and Arsenal are the two teams that are going to go through for England. And this is why I give Liverpool, because I don't trust Galatasaray away from home. I don't. I take you back to the last time against Juventus. Juventus was a man down, and they still
There's
able to
always a
claw.
one-time glitch.
And Juventus were able to still claw. If Galatasaray lucky because the away goal rules have been cancelled. Had it been the away goal rules were still in existence, Galatasaray would have been out of the Champions League, because Juventus actually scored 3 goals to take it to extra time. So that, and they're not going to be. Remember, they are going to play without their best defender, which is us, or maybe you can say maybe one of Davison Sanchez. He collected a yellow card in the first leg, so he's ruled out of this second tie. So that's probably going to be a big blow for them. So that's another reason why I tilt for Liverpool. Liverpool in Champions League is a
You know
different.
that Liverpool is not clinical, sha.
Yeah,
They're
but
not.
in Champions League though they have been different. That's the truth. They have been. I know they lost to Galatasaray first, but in Champions League they have been little. Their form in Champions League is way different from
Same problem like Eden. They had chances to against Galatasaray. They messed up.
Yeah, but this is Anfield now. Anfield, I don't think they'll mess up. They seem to be better in Champions League than in the league. So that's why I'm more. I think Arsenal and
Consolation,
Liverpool goes through.
consolation is it's not that they seem it's consolation. It's just like what Tete was doing to console themselves. But they are now on the verge of losing it all. So when you're bad in the league, you focus on what I'll be winning so that you distract people and they'll be like, this team is still good. But there's nothing good about them when the right team jams them. So that's what I think.
Mm.
All the way, kudos to thumbs up to Bayer Leverkusen and Arsenal, whoever that one wins tomorrow.
You know who's going through. Let's not.
I know that after if Leverkusen does not do the job, the next people will do the job.
Borrow Glimt.
I know that's what I believe. They will do the job and they will do it well. that that's the sweet part of them.
I don't want to get ahead of myself. I just want to focus on Leverkusen first.
It'll be the first time. It'll be the first time that I'm watching Bodo Glimt full 90 minutes.
I just want to focus one game at a time. I don't want to be ahead of myself. Let us do away with Leverkusen first, and then we'll get to that bridge. When we get to that bridge, we'll cross it. But for me, I think Liverpool and Arsenal are going to go through. And then let's talk about the biggest fixture this weekend, which is the Carabao Cup final. Manchester City versus the mighty Arsenal. Who do you think is going to win the title?
Arsenal.
Yeah?
Arsenal. You don't believe me when I say Arsenal.
you're trying to gaslight Arsenal now. That's why I don't believe you.
No, nah, there are two things involved. I want Arsenal to win so that they will be paraded in that one and lose the league.
We'll not do parade. We'll keep the trophy first.
No, I know, like you'll be drunk in the glory that you won Man City and then you lose the league. That's what I need.
I mean, it
Well,
can, it can spur me on
but it's a cup final.
to do greater things.
It's a cup final. It's been a while I saw Atlanta in the final. Although Guardiola has not been lucky in a few of recent ones. So
Has lost his last two finals.
yeah,
Man U and Palace.
he might use Arsenal to research. I just don't want you because if he beats you guys will be more serious on the league to win that league. That's the problem. But if you win, you'll be in the euphoria. Oh, we can win all four, and then it will happen. So it will be sweeter that way.
So what I can hear is that you want Man City to win it, but the only reason why you're supporting Arsenal is so that they can lose the league.
Oh,
Arsenal is definitely going to win the trophy.
it's going to be tough though. It's like now I'm seeing a different Arsenal, unlike the one that played against City. Right? The last time we played City, you were not too clinical.
We're scared of them. That's it. My
That's
manager was
what
conservative.
you were playing a kind of football where Jokeres will make the run and they won't give him the ball and all those stressful. So now that you have now become a bona fide connected team that seem to understand their chemistry, I want to really see what it will be. But I feel like with the loss of form that City has, like the kind of form City has, I feel like Arsenal should walk through with a two nil victory. That's what
Walk through is a big word, though.
I think Arsenal will walk through. That's what I think. I hate to admit it, but I'll give you that one. So that you win your first major trophy you haven't is.
I know you don't want to admit that.
uh,
The Gunners are different this year, but it's okay.
they're different. I knew you'd be different. Now that's why I gave you. But you guys started to rub it in our faces, so we want to take it back. We wanted you to win and feel among, but you are now over the board.
I mean, it's not like Phil Monk. If I once I win my title this year now, I'll be the most recent champion. United's last title win was 40 years ago.
There's Cardiff coming. That's all
40
I
years
can say.
ago.
There's Cardiff
You are
coming.
getting to 22 like Arsenal. Oh.
There's
It's
Cardiff
8
coming.
years more.
There's Cardiff coming. That's all I can say to you.
Okay.
Your
That's
nemesis.
if he gets it now.
Your nemesis.
So that's if he gets it. So that's it for the podcast, guys. Let us know
Your predictions.
which English teams are going to go through. Do you share Juice thought that all English teams should come home or
And
are
do you
coming
see
home?
Arsenal losing the league?
Or do you think
Bottling
Arsenal
it.
and some English teams are going to survive? Do you think Arsenal is going to bottle the league, or are you like me that Arsenal already won the title? And give us your predictions for the Carabao Cup final this Sunday. Is it going to be City or is it going to be Arsenal for the title? Let us know. It's been a pleasure having you guys here. Till our next podcast, up Gunners.
Thank you. Bye, guys.
Bye.